with me still trying to get things worked on, me wearing my Japanese Pikachu shirt again, I thought I would, why not, bring back Pokémondays. There's some things that are going on. I'm a part of related content for this channel, as well as to discuss some things I've been meaning to for a while, but have not gotten a chance to otherwise. So first off this week, at Target locations a bit shorter than the other ones in my country. I mean, it's kind of differently in Japan and Europe, but the second Be Legend DLC wide distribution has undergone for me. I got my first of hopefully several whole ones for Entei Raikou. Just ignore that it's a dog's barking again. I haven't decided which game I want to use it on yet, but I probably will after this video is recorded, so... Oh, and whichever ones I don't use it for will definitely be next, obviously, since I'm still playing both the Universal Moon as well as Ultra, before a Switch entry comes out. I don't have a Switch yet. There are other games I want for it, I mean, and so I just play it again. Obviously big ones like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, also all the new ones, other ones like Splatoon 2, and even stuff like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Pokémon Deluxe. Also, tried a bit of Fire Emblem Warriors, enjoying it. I mean, obviously not the same as a main console entry, but as a Warriors Muso spin-off, it seemed pretty fun. And on that note, I thought I'd finally address the rumor mill of all these things going on with the Switch. I usually don't do this, and some of the ones that they've been talking about have been debunked, at least all the supposed starters, but I'll give my personal take on this because usually I don't do this, but given how quiet it's been compared to the explosion of information we were getting for Generation 7, 6, and even 5, I think I'll make an exception. And there, so far all we know is that it's going to be coming, this year at the earliest, but no later than early 2019, which is fine by me. It'll give me time to, not only find getting the console, but also getting this repaired soon, since it's having problems with the battery and other stuff going on. And given how, between the money, how difficult the consoles to find in my area, I definitely will have time to start saving up for it, obviously. And also, given how, even though precise details are scanned, some of the same people that provided leaks Generation 6 and 7, even in the past, are also supposedly having some information on the new entry, which is still in development as I record this. Regardless of whether it's going to be a totally new game or a soft reboot of the series, like another Generation 1 remake, since I have not played Fire Emblem Faith Green, but I had no plans to. However, the prospect of doing something like Breath of the Wild excites me. Without any real boundaries to hold you back, being able to do anything you want to with little or no load times, and being able to play the same low capacity as you would in your room, as you would at, say, like on a commute or even on a plane at 40,000 feet. That is definitely something that intrigues me. And again, I really and as I was saying, as for any comparisons to a supposed new combat system being more active than before, we shall see, since again, they claim it's like Digimon 1, but I never played in those games, I don't have any plans to either, but something like Pokken is feasible, given how there's more than one phase this time. Rather than being turn-based haste, it could be where you have one long-range method of combat, and then you go to a more close-range haste method as well. Have the attacks mapped out multiple buttons to use, and it should be a fun experience to see how the control could be used, and that's one thing that intrigues me no matter who's making a new console, how the data is used, how the information is used. And graphically, it should not be a problem, given how, if some leaked screenshots are real, and I'm not entirely sure. It is feasible to have something like that. I mean, it looks slick to me, obviously, and that's coming from someone who isn't bothered by graphical limitations much as some other people. Well, given how the gameplay is what matters has to me most. I still play a lot of games from the 8-bit and 16-bit eras just because I find the gameplay interesting, even if the story may have aged and they don't stay the tech as a part of its time, even more so. Oh, and I also note that even though there's some people I spoke with are skeptical about the whole thing and also hold out still, for Generation VII, I've been trying not to let it get to me too much. I've been trying to more just engage discussion, have people tell me what they think, and then form counterpoints based on that, rather than just trying to shut them down on principle. Since that's kind of why I don't really do anything unless I have enough information to personally go on. This is just a rare exception in my case to address the rumor mill has been blowing ever since the Switch came out. I already deconstructed the article once, I have no need to address as the site's other articles about the matter, given how the sentiment against the series has been well documented, and because personally, I don't feel that it's even necessary to me anymore. And again, I submit, like some videos I've done about this before, that apply the rationale to other Nintendo series and the arguments make less sense, like say like with Mario, or Zelda, or Metroid. And because there's been a lot fewer bad games in those areas, and even in the case of the last one, they have acknowledged that sometimes they make mistakes, and the middling at best sales and reception definitely show that. And however, I submit that any series that breaks over 300 million copies sold across the board, you definitely don't get the numbers that high. Absolutely no one still likes it. And I'm obviously still going to keep my 3DS around because it's still playing any games I haven't played on it yet. And unless I hear news otherwise, guys, both Reggie and Kimishima have confirmed that the 3DS is still going to coexist alongside the Switch as it did around the Wii U and even the original Wii in its later days, as a more budget option for younger people as well as those already upgraded yet. And since, given how the expectation that console will eventually die off seems to be getting less and less prevalent, and people are starting to realize that it's not going to happen unless they say otherwise. It's almost as if people are capable of learning despite what people claim otherwise. But in any case, whatever lies ahead of the series, I'll definitely be making more videos when I hear more as well as about other subjects. I'm just gonna be really clear that I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Anything in any case, So I definitely be hit a Switch and holding way of playing. And I still think that we've done console RPGs before where I call Singular Darkness. We can definitely do it again. Also, those two, if the GameCube Virtual Console is real, they'll like top choices for it. But so, anyway, feel free to tell me what you think about all these rumored ideas about the Switch entry in the comments, or what you might see in Generation VIII, and I shall talk to you all later. Take care.